Did you guys know that Jacob Elordi's first introduction to Elvis Presley was because of Lilo and Stitch? And honestly, that might have been mine too. Hello? You're currently on the phone with Kacey K. Yep, that's me. I can't remember what article I saw that in, but I think it was just like a headline I caught, but that was his first like knowing of anything about Elvis was from Lilo and Stitch. And I'm fairly sure everyone's seen that movie, so you know what I'm talking about when he dresses up as Elvis and goes to the beach and then causes mass destruction. Anyway, guys, I'm in Hawaii, and sorry if it sounds echoey in here. This room has really tall ceilings, um, and I'm currently sitting at the kitchen table with like the curtains over the microphone, so it causes less of a echo, I guess you could say. I actually unplugged the fridge too because the fridge was super loud. But it's currently 6:18 in the morning here. So to all my friends on the mainland, sorry, us Hawaii people just run on a much slower pace of life. But if anyone's been here, you do understand that they just do everything very slow here. And I guess that's kind of nice. It's because, like, where do you have to be, really? But if anyone knows me, I just can't do things slow. Just doing anything slow bugs me. And that's one of my fears of getting older is, like, people, you just look at old people and they're just so slow. Like, doing anything to them takes forever. Doing anything to them, doing anything, if you're an old person, doing anything takes forever to do anything. And I see that all the time with my grandparents, and just like going to the kitchen or doing normal things, and it takes them like 5 minutes. Anyway, I just, like, people drive slow here. I actually was going like almost 30 miles an hour over the speed limit because to me, 65 miles an hour is a normal speed limit to go on a highway. But the speed limit, I think, was 35 or 40. So yeah, it just takes a long time to get used to things. I say that like I've been here for months. I've been here for 2 days. But yeah, last time we were here, we stayed at Kauai, and Kauai is definitely, from what I've heard, the most laid back island. It's like more farmland, more like, I don't know, just not as much, like not as many people, I guess you could say, not as urbanized. And this time we're on Kona, the big island, and it's definitely got a lot more stuff. Uh, I gotta say, we're going today to do some, like, I don't know if we're doing beaches, but we're doing like a volcano national park and hiking waterfalls and stuff. Um, but like we haven't found a beach that's like a beach, and apparently that's not a thing on the Big Island very much. They say it's the newest island, so it doesn't have like sandy beaches like Maui does. But I'm like, that's what I wanted. I wanted to go lay on the beach and read my book. I started reading a book I've been trying to read for over a year now. It was on Book Talk a while ago. It's called Song of Achilles, and I finally started to read it, and I was laying on the beach, and it was just like, it was so peaceful. And then my family came over and wanted to leave, so we left. But that's what I'm going to do today. Hopefully I find a place to do that. If not, tomorrow we'll go to the beach. But yeah, I don't know, if you've never been to Hawaii, you should come. It really is paradise. The last time we came to Hawaii, we did tons of stuff, which was actually really fun. Um, I'm not complaining, but it was exhausting. It was so tiring. We literally got here at like, I don't know, 9 or 10 p.m., and we had to be up the next day at like 6 to make it on time for skydiving, which was so cool. If you ever go skydiving, do it in a cool, like, pretty place like Hawaii. It was so fun. And it's not as scary as people think. Everyone's like, were you like, first of all, the amount of people that thought that I just jumped out of an airplane by myself is quite startling. No, they don't just let you jump out of an airplane alone. Like, you have to go with a person. It's like tandem skydiving. And so, like, there's a person that I was like strapped to. I'm like, there's no way I would even be brave enough to jump out of an airplane by myself. But like when I was getting out of the plane, I was like, oh, like I better hold on to this really tight so I don't fall. I'm like, well, what does it matter? I'm literally going to fall out of this airplane anyways. But the airplane to go up into the sky was sketchier than the actual falling. Like there was like duct tape on the inside. They literally had to jump the plane like with a battery jumper or whatever because the battery was dead. We're like, should we be doing this? But it was fun. I think my sister did it twice. So, where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, and then it was just like nonstop stuff after that. Like we did so much stuff, which was fun, but it was so tiring. And I'm like, okay, this time I'm going to relax a little bit more. So the only thing I planned this time was snorkeling, and we did that the first day we got here, or I guess the next day. And it was fun. They took us like on this boat ride and to this like national monument, and the guy was explaining who the monument was for, Captain Cook, and apparently he was like a Christopher Columbus type person, so not a very nice man, I guess you could say. And then he starts telling us the story. He's like, and this is where the locals and Captain Cook fought for several days, and then someone clubbed him on the back of the head, and then they stabbed him 70 times, and then they ate him. We're like, oh, so why are we here? Why did you bring us here? But I guess where we were was like shallow enough we could see like the coral reef and stuff or whatever, and it was fun. They just like let us get in the ocean without life jackets or anything. I thought that was interesting, but it was pretty nice. We actually got to the point where I just took off my goggles and just swam around, and then they had like a slide and things you could jump off the boat. It was pretty fun, but they're like, do not touch anything in the water that is natural. Like we were trying to preserve this area, we're like, okay, and he's like, make sure you stay away from like shallow areas because you might hit it with your fins or whatever. And so I was doing pretty good, and then I got distracted somehow, and there was this part of the coral stuff that came up so high, and I scraped my knee. It hurt my knee, you guys. And so I like pretend like nothing happened. I go over to the boat and I get out, and there's like blood running down my knee. I'm like, oh crap. So then everyone's like, what happened to your knee? What happened to your knee? What happened to your knee? I'm like, oh, I don't know, because like the boat people were like watching me. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe I hit it on the stairs. I don't really know. I'm like literally for like the next 20 minutes, what happened to your knee? What happened to your knee? I'm like, I mean, it was pretty obvious. There was blood dripping all down my knee, but anyway, I digress. Luckily there was no sharks in the area. We went to a beach yesterday though, and they said that there was a 8-foot shark sighting. So, sorry if you can hear those freaking birds. I tried to get up earlier than them because they literally are so obnoxious. They're so loud. So, alright, I'll talk fast so like we beat them. Yeah, so I don't know. If you're wanting to like do more laid back things. Oh, I didn't finish my other story about Hawaii last time. What else did we do? We did a luau, which luau's are expensive now. They're like $200 per person. Hang on, I'm gonna close this window because these damn birds. Okay, hopefully that's better. But there's no air conditioning here. I mean, I guess there is, but you have to pay extra for it. I don't know, but you really don't need it because like the breeze just feels pretty good. But I leave the windows open at night so the breeze comes through. So let's hope it doesn't get too warm in here. No, so when we went to Kauai, we went on this it's like this old sugar cane plantation thing, and they like built these tunnels in like inside the mountain or whatever, so they could bring water through it. And now they don't use it for that, obviously, so they do tubing, and you just kind of tube through these long tunnels. It was cool. Pretty much everyone in my family didn't like it. They thought it was gonna be like raging rivers and stuff. I'm like, no, this is Hawaii. We don't do raging rivers here. But I was kind of up front with like the instructor lady, and she was like explaining how some celebrities come, because like when you first get there, they have like a wall of pictures of celebrities, and Katy Perry was on there, and Orlando Bloom, and I knew they were there in Hawaii somewhere like a couple weeks before I was. And then the girl's like, yeah, a couple weeks ago, like Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom were here, and they asked me if I wanted to do a tour guide, like a private tour guide with them, and I said no. I was like, what? I literally said that out loud. I was like, why would you say that? She's like, oh, I don't know, I didn't really feel like working that day. I'm like, wow, I literally, that is my absolute dream. Maybe not necessarily to take them on a tour guide of an old sugarcane plantation, but uh, to be around Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom by myself for like 3 hours. Yes, please. I was baffled. I was shocked. I could not believe that she said no. But there, that goes to show you that other people just don't have the same, fascinations as you do. I'm sure she was talking about like rock climbing and like the things she liked to do. I'm like, yeah, I don't think we get along. I don't think we would be interested in the same stuff, so it made sense. But I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. You had the opportunity to meet Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom and hang out with them one-on-one for hours, and you say no. I still shake my head about that all the time. Anyway, yeah, that's that. I'm in Hawaii. I'm here until Thursday. I thought about doing like a pre-made episode, but I honestly, guys, I don't have that much time when I'm at home. So I'm like, I'll just do it here. Yeah, as opposed to the echoey room, it's actually kind of nice. Although I packed, I don't know how I packed more for this trip than I did for Ireland. Because literally I have to wear like coats and stuff in Ireland. And my bag was heavier to come to Hawaii. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like I had to pack my microphone and all that stuff. But I weighed it myself. I have a little weighing thing at home. And then I even weighed it when I got to the airport. They have those little stands kind of out front. And it was 48 pounds both times. I'm like, oh, good. And then I get up to the front and the lady's like, oh, this is a heavy bag. You can't fit much more in here. I was like, yeah, I know. She's like, yeah, it was 52 pounds. I'm like, what? She didn't charge me for it. But I'm like, how is it 52 pounds? I literally weighed it twice. I'm like, so surely your machine is off. But she didn't say anything. She didn't charge me anything. It's just really annoying. Like, why do I have more stuff here than I do when I need, like, coats and sweaters and stuff? So, I don't know. Anyway, what should we do? Let's talk about some Hawaii stuff, you guys. First of all, Moana 2 comes out this year, November 27th. And it has, I guess, all the original cast. It was supposed to be an animated series. I didn't realize that. Now it's a movie, I think, because Disney's struggling financially. And by struggling, I mean they didn't make as many billions as they wanted to last year. But I guess they're doing a Moana live action, and Lin-Manuel Miranda is doing the music for that, but he's not doing the music for Moana 2. So I don't understand how that works. And Dwayne Johnson is going to be in both Moana 2 and Moana live action, but what's her name, Auli'i, is not going to be Moana in the live action. I don't understand how all this is going to work, but oh well. So that's something to look forward to. It's been 8 years since the first Moana came out. Isn't that crazy? I seriously feels like not that long ago. That and Frozen. Frozen's literally 11 years old. Time flies and I hate every second of it. Okay, let's talk about celebrities from Hawaii. So Barack Obama is from Honolulu. I didn't realize Nicole Kidman was born here. She was born in Honolulu too, and her parents were students here, I guess, and they moved back when she was 4 to Australia. So I'm guessing that she got Australian. I wonder if she has dual citizenship. Let me check, hang on. Okay, I was correct. She has dual citizenship. It says here, having been born in the American state of Hawaii to Australian parents, Kidman holds dual citizenship of Australia and the United States. She has English, Irish, and Scottish ancestry. being born in Hawaii, she was given the Hawaiian name Hokalani. I think that's how you say it, meaning heavenly star. So I wonder, her parents must really have loved Hawaii if they named her, if they came to school here, first of all, and then if they named her a Hawaiian name too. Huh, interesting. I did not know that. That is, see, guys, I learn stuff too every single day. Important things. Um, let's see, most of these people were born in Honolulu. Sorry, I don't know why I just had a stroke there. Honolulu. That must be where like the main hospital is. Apparently the other islands don't have that many people. Bette Midler was born in Honolulu. Jason Momoa. Bruno Mars, and his real name is Peter Gene Hernandez. I knew that wasn't his real name, but I wasn't expecting Peter Gene Hernandez. Not that that's funny. I'm not like laughing at his name, but it's just interesting when you find out there's a lot of celebrities that don't use their real name. Just FYI. Maybe we'll do an episode about that. Jack Johnson, he's the guy that sings that Upside Down song, Upside Down. He was born in Honolulu. No, he was born in North Shore, Oahu. Sorry, my mistake. Nicole Scherzinger, she's from the Pussycat Dolls. She's like the main one. She was also in Moana. She was born in Honolulu. My God, why can't I say that word? Maggie Q, she is an actress. She's probably best known from Nikita, that TV show. And then she was in a movie recently with Mark Wahlberg. The Family Plan, which I've never seen, but they play it all the time at work, and so I actually do want to sit down and listen to or watch it. Kelly Preston, I guess she was an actress. I didn't know that, but she was, oh my gosh, why did I just forget his name? Oh my gosh, she was in Grease. What is his name? John Travolta. She was his wife. She was born here. She passed away in 2020 though, which is really sad. Carrie Ann Inaba. She's best known for being a judge on Dancing with the Stars. Was born in Honolulu. Taj Mowry from Kim Possible. He's Wade from Kim Possible. He's also in, I swear he was in Sister Sister More, but on IMDb it said he was only in there for 3 episodes. I'm like, I don't think that's correct. And then obviously L.E.E. Carvalho. I literally looked up on YouTube how to say her name, and she says it herself. And I know I butchered the last name, but the first name got pretty good. She was born in Kohala. I'm not really sure where that actually is, but can you guys hear that bird? This is what I hear every morning. Hang on, let's let him finish. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see celebrities who have vacation homes in Hawaii. Oprah probably owns... Well, actually, no, I think Mark Zuckerberg owns the most. Oprah owns over 1,000 acres in Maui. Jeff Bezos has a house here in Maui for $78 million. Mark Zuckerberg has 1,500 acres, and he spent $100 million just for 750 of those. I don't know why it told us just that, but that's what it told us online. Barack Obama has a house in Oahu. Jim Carrey has one in Maui. I'm pretty sure Adam Sandler has one here, but I could not find where it is. There's a lot of people that have had houses here and no longer do. But hang on. What did I say that one lady's name? Lauren Graham. She's from what's it called? Why did I forget all of this? Gilmore Girls. She's the mom on Gilmore Girls. She's from here too. Matthew McConaughey has a house on the Big Island. Bette Midler is in Kauai. Willie Nelson is in Maui. Clint Eastwood is in Maui. Woody Harrelson. Like a lot of celebrities have houses here or have had houses here. We went to like some like meeting thing yesterday, and the lady gave us a pamphlet on this house that's for sale down the road, and it's the guy that co-founded Microsoft. He's selling his house here for $75 million, I think, and it has its own helicopter pad. It has like so much stuff, but I'm like, that is a lot of money. there's just like a whole other lifestyle I have no idea about, which is, I don't know. It's just, how do you get to that point? Like, it's crazy. Like, what kind of mindset do you have to get to that point where you can buy $75 million houses? I'm actually thinking the other day, like, it's so rude that none of my friends have private jets. I am so tired of flying economy. I can't even stand it, and they're making it harder and harder and more miserable, I swear. And I finally got upgraded on my flight to Comfort Plus, which was nice because it has a little bit more leg room. But I've had the Delta credit card for I don't know how long. Yes, it's maxed out right now, but I use it, and it's probably the one I use the most. And I think I have like the highest one, and I've never been upgraded ever. And like they keep changing all the rules for the Sky Lounge. You can only go there every now and then. Like all these rules, you have to make certain milestones. You have to spend so much money. Like there's a little like dashboard you can look at, and it's like spend $25,000 in 1 year to get this upgrade. I'm like, who do you think these people are? But apparently some people are doing it. Apparently they are. I've also flown 46, probably more now, 48,000 miles. No, probably more than that. Anyway, close to 50,000 miles out of my Million Miler award. So that's exciting news. But yeah, I'm really tired of flying economy and just waiting in lines and being around people that just are not hygienically clean. Is that redundant? I have no hygiene, I guess you could say. Just like, I don't know, like the people next to me, they were nice, but they literally brought like a full course meal on the plane with them. And I'm like, why? What? Why would you do that? Just eat before you get on the plane. I don't know. Maybe they were running and didn't have time or whatever, but I'm ready to lounge when I fly. I'm ready to lay on a couch. I'm ready to take an actual nap. Sorry. Saying nap made me tired. But yeah, I'm ready. So friends, step it up. I'm trying as hard as I can, but it's obviously not working. Catherine, I expect more from you, so you need to step it up at the bank and just make us some more money. But yeah, how did I get on that subject either? I don't know. The rich guy. Yeah, I don't know. There's a whole different world out there of people, and I don't, like, how do you get to that level? I would just like to get to a level where I, don't have to work that much. I would like to work like 2 days a week and still be able to travel, still be able to afford nice things, drive a nice car, have a couple houses. I don't think that's that outrageous. I don't. Because I've seen people do it. Like you look online, all these people that do the bare minimum on TikTok and social media and stuff, and like they lip sync horribly to like the videos and stuff. It's like, you guys are making how much money? I was listening to Tana Mojo the other day on her podcast, and she said some guy on apparently Snapchat you can make tons of money on, which is so sad because Snapchat, I just feel like it's disgusting. Like my personal hell is the Snapchat Discover page. It is the most frightening thing I've ever seen. The ads and the videos they want to show, I'm like, where did you even come up with this? And do people actually fall for this? It's just, every time I log on, I'm like, I feel like I'm in a different universe. I feel like I'm in a different world, and I hate it. But apparently you can make lots of money on there. She said one guy was making $1 million a month from Snapchat. If I just got a fraction of that, if I got like $2,000 a month from Snapchat, I would be a happy person. So who knows, maybe I'll try that. I did bring my cameras, and I've been getting footage, and it's been fun. So I'm getting more comfortable taking pictures and stuff like that. It's so weird, like the older I get, I'm like 22 now, and I just feel less worried about stuff I normally would have been. Like taking pictures in public, I've been like so mortified. And then I realized the other day on the boat, I was like literally recording everything and taking pictures. And as I was getting off, I'm like, I did not worry one bit what people were thinking of me taking pictures. Like, I did not care at all. I'm like, I love that. I love that I'm growing and not giving a shit what people think about me anymore as much. I still do, which is annoying, but yeah, what? I was going to tell you something, and then I interrupted myself. I watched Dune, because I'm going to see Dune with my friends Catherine and Dalton when I get back. Dune 2, I guess I should say. So I watched Dune 1 here, and it's really good. I forgot how good it was. I don't think I'd seen it since theaters. And yeah, just I guess the whole storyline, the filming, the editing, the sound, it's all really good. So I highly recommend you go see the second one, but you should pretty much obviously watch the first one first if you haven't seen it. It's really good. I don't know what it's on. I wonder if it's on I think it's on HBO, because it's Warner Brothers, I think. Where to stream Dune? Oh, it's on Netflix too. You can watch it on Netflix. You can watch it on Max. You can watch it on Hulu. Why is it on so many different things? You can watch it on TNT for free on TV. You can rent it pretty much anywhere. It's on Amazon Prime. Wow, they really want people to see this movie, don't they? I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I'm pretty sure it's Warner Brothers. What studio produced Dune? Sorry, 1 second. Legendary Entertainment, which, I don't know, I thought it was Warner Brothers. I was wrong. What studio makes Dune? It still doesn't. Oh yeah, Warner Brothers Pictures and Legendary Pictures. I wonder if they're the same company. All these big studios own so many of these small companies. But yeah, you should see it. It's really good, and it's got Timothée Chalamet in it. The only thing that would make it better is if you could just see Kylie in the background somewhere, just standing. She's like, "Rise and shine." I have a hoodie that says that, you guys, when that whole craze happened. She sold merch, which is so smart, because I think she made tons of money off of it. The hoodie was $75, and I don't dare wear it because I feel like it's gonna fade. But I wore it to work once, and one of the older salespeople was like, "Oh, is that your girlfriend?" Because there's a picture of her on my chest, like a little flower, or it's a sun. And he's like, "Oh, is that your girlfriend?" I'm like, "No, that's Kylie Jenner." He's like, "Oh," and then just walked away. I'm like, "Oh, okay." I guess, I don't know, maybe he couldn't see because it wasn't that big, but yeah, no, not my girlfriend, and it's Kylie Jenner. I watched on the plane all of Kris Jenner's master classes again, and she knows what she's doing. If you haven't seen it, it's really good. I highly suggest subscribing to Masterclass. It's like $20 a year or something, but you get so much information from all of these great, talented people. You can learn from people who do sports, people who do music, people who direct, people who write, cooking, chef people are on there, chef people. What else? Literally, there's so many. Business. I think Bob Iger has his own little section. He's the CEO of Disney. It's really good. But yeah, I watched all, 10 episodes of Kris Jenner's, and I've already seen them, but I'll literally watch anything the Kardashians do except for Kourtney's wedding documentary. I'm just kidding. I actually didn't watch that, but I just feel like no one really asked for that, and you clearly act like you do not care about the show at all, so why would you do your own show? I don't know, I just thought it was weird. But yeah, should we talk about some celebrities? What's going on? What is up, you guys? What's the hot gossip? Oh, speaking of that, Mean Girls, the movie, crossed $100 million box office status, I guess you could say, or whatever. So that's cool. And Anyone But You crossed 200 million, which is crazy, and it's so good because that means more of those kinds of movies will be made. It's so funny because I was hanging out with my friends the other day, and they're pretty religious, and so they don't usually see rated R movies. And they're like, "Have you guys seen Anyone But You?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have. It's really good." Expecting them to be like, "Oh, like how was it?" And they're like, "Oh my gosh, I love it. I've seen it 3 times." I'm like, "What?" I was like, I almost choked on my mozzarella stick. I'm like, "What is going on?" They're like, "Yeah, we loved it. It was so funny." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "It's good." I'm not like judging them or anything, but I was like not expecting them to say that they've seen it 3 times and it's still in theaters. But it's that good, you guys. Even religious people want to see it. Um, but I guess the movie only cost 25 million to make, only, and so that's huge. That's great because that just means people want to see this kind of movie. So I guess they're in talks to do another, probably not the same one, obviously, but in talks to do another rom-com together, Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney. Um, but yeah, uh, there's that. Why did I get on that subject? Anyway, did you guys see? I don't play Fortnite. I don't play games. I'm not a gamer. But Lady Gaga has something to do with Fortnite. Online, it kept saying Lady Gaga skins, so I don't know if that's like you can dress as her or what. But I think she had some little concert on there too. It was like Chromatica themed, her latest album. And apparently, Kesha and Doja Cat both were like going crazy over it. So there's that. If you guys play Fortnite, you should play Lady Gaga's I character. I really honestly don't know, you guys. I don't know anything about them. I played it once with some friends, and I do not understand it. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. So yeah, there's that. Did you guys hear about Wendy Williams? She's obviously been MIA for a long time, and people are wondering like what is going on. And a new documentary came out about like where's Wendy Williams. I think that's the title of it. And then she spoke out with her team. I think probably because of this documentary, they decided, well, we'll just break the news first. Apparently she has primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. I hope I'm saying all that right. Basically dementia, and that's really sad. She's only 59, and but basically she's just like losing control of her mind, which would be a horrible, horrible thing to go to. And I guess it's the same thing that Bruce Willis has, and I don't think he's very old either. But that's just, I don't know. That's really, really sad to think that people can, I don't know, just go through life and then all of a sudden you get this illness and it just totally changes your whole world, and you could do everything right and still end up with something like this. I don't know. I'm not saying that Wendy Williams did everything right. She definitely had a lot of what am I trying to say? Rocky situations she put herself into, but yeah. Anyway, that's really sad. So Bad Bunny came to Salt Lake last week, I think, and it was his first stop on the tour, which I thought was interesting. But someone that went to it said, she's like, yeah, I thought that too, but apparently like he requested to come to Utah first because last time he was here, like the audience was so great and he wanted to come back because he liked the audience a lot. So I don't know, maybe that would have been like a good jump starter for the tour, like a good, momentum thing. But he broke all kinds of records at the Delta Center. I guess he broke ticket sales. I don't know how to phrase that, but 15,500 people were there, which I think it holds a little more than 16,000. I read Larry H. Miller's book when I was in high school, and he did like a whole section just for building the Delta Center, and at the time it was one of the highest seat. It was one of the biggest arenas at the time. It held the most people. I think it was like over 16,000. So that's a lot. It's basically, I don't know, you'd have to like almost be sitting behind, kind of like Taylor Swift, sitting behind the stage. And they sold $600,000 to $700,000 worth of merch. That is crazy. That is a lot of clothes. Um, wow. Do you think they like stepped up their game after this first concert? Like, we need to order more merch. Um, I can't even imagine selling that much stuff. I was at the mall the next day, and there was already a little girl in front of me, and she had his sweatshirt on. I'm like, wow, that didn't take long. Yeah, apparently he brought 32 semi-trucks, and he had 2 horses. If anyone went to this concert, please let me know what they did with the horses. That is like crazy. Is that even safe for a horse to be in that kind of environment? Like, their poor ears. I don't know. Like, I guess I can Google it. I'll probably just Google it, but I don't know how I feel about horses being at an event with that loud of music. And how are they so calm? I don't know. So Beyonce is the first Black woman in history to have a #1 hit on the country charts. And I don't know, I keep hearing people are like upset that she's doing country. And I'm like, why? Like, literally, why does it matter? What is she doing personally to you that makes you so upset that she's doing country music? I don't understand that. It's like, why not let people explore different things? You know what I mean? Why you should be excited that someone wants to be interested in something you guys are interested in. You know? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like other things have a factor in it. I'm not gonna go there. But she has the #1 hit on country stations, and Dolly Parton congratulated her on her little website or whatever, and people are mad at Dolly Parton now. I'm like, what? You guys just I don't know. Like Sutton says in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, let the mouse go. You've had your fun. Now let the mouse go. Oh, she drives me nuts. But yeah, this song is good, you guys. It's #1 on Spotify too. She just had her first #1 Spotify song, which is so weird. That's their first one on Spotify. But apparently it has like over 6 million listens per day. And then Benson Boone is right behind her with Beautiful Things. I'm like, that is such an interesting combination. Like, he's good. I really, really like him, and he's really talented. But I feel like this song just came out of nowhere and like exploded. And it's just interesting to me that it goes Beyonce, and this is her first #1, and then it goes Benson Boone, which he did, like, pretty much just barely started. Apparently he was on American Idol, and he left. Should we see why? Should we find out why? Hang on. Okay, I'm finally back. I know to you guys that was literally 0.1 second, but I watched like 10 minutes worth of YouTube videos. Okay, he was on the Zach Sang show, and he said he didn't want to be known as the American Idol guy, which I kind of get, but also, like, when you think of Kelly Clarkson and Carrie Underwood, the first thing I think about now is just that they're big, huge celebrities, and that, like, you know, what song I like of theirs, or the Kelly Clarkson show, or, you know, I don't think of them as American Idol first. So I think there's a way you can get around that, but you have to become super successful. But like, if you think of David Archuleta, that's the first thing I think of is American Idol. So I guess I get where he's coming from. He said he just wanted to be his own thing, like his standalone thing. But I just watched his audition, and he's just like so naturally talented. And he's like I'm gonna play the piano too. They're like, oh, okay. And he's like kind of playing with the chords. So he's like, they're like, are you learning how to play the piano right now? And he's like, no, I just haven't played in a while, so I just want to make sure I get the chords right. And then he goes to play it perfectly. I'm like, some people are so just good at everything. Like, after he did his audition, they're like, you are like such a natural talent, and you could like go on to win this show. And then he like gets so excited, he does like a backflip. I'm like, there are just these people out there that can just do this stuff. They just do it. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, so that's how we got Benson Boone. He's actually really talented. He's coming to Utah, and I'm debating on going. I don't really know anyone that would go with me. So, friends, be ready for me to ask you to go with me, because he's actually really, really, really good. But yeah, speaking of touring, Madison Beer just started her tour in Stockholm, and she's coming to Utah in June, I think. And I really want to go to see her too. So I think I'm going to try and do that. I love Madison Beer. Like, she just has consistently good music, good songs, and she's just one of those. She's someone who washes her face every night. You guys, she put her in that category. She is someone who literally would never go to bed without washing her face. And what I mean by that, if you guys are confused, because I haven't talked about this in a while, it's just people who are so disciplined and people who just do things right all the time, aka not me. I will say I have gotten a lot better. It's kind of just the more you do things, the more it becomes a habit. And I kind of like have to trick myself. I'm like, well, I like do it before I get tired. I do things before I get tired now. And that has helped tremendously, you guys. So if you're a tired person, just do things before you get tired. Or like if you're trying to eat healthier, just eat before you get so aggressively hungry that you just start eating everything in sight. Yeah, that is my tip for the day, you guys. Just do things before you're tired, because once you get tired, you just don't want to do anything. And that is me to a T. Sorry, this episode will be a little shorter because we're leaving to go to a volcano in like an hour, so I need to hurry. But did you guys see at the SAG Awards, they did like a Devil Wears Prada reunion? First of all, if you haven't seen that movie, you need to see it immediately. That is one of the greatest movies of all time. And I know it's like kind of known now that the villain of the movie was not Miranda Priestley, it was her boyfriend. But like I saw that from the beginning. Like he was so unsupportive of her. He was so like, well, you're not hanging out with me. You're not spending time with me. And it's like, Kate, but she has a really cool job and she actually likes it, and you're not being supportive and you're just being a baby. So that is my take on that. But anyway, Anne Hathaway and Emily Blunt came up on stage while Meryl Streep was presenting an award, and she's like, I forgot two things. I forgot my glasses and I forgot the envelope. And from one side of the stage comes Anne Hathaway and one side of the stage comes Emily Blunt, and they're both dressed perfectly. Emily Blunt is wearing Louis Vuitton. It's probably one of my favorite dresses of the night was Anne Hathaway. Her too, but Emily Blunt. And also Brie Larson. She looked so good. And then Anne Hathaway comes in this blue Versace dress, and it is cerulean blue, you guys. And if you've seen the movie, you know cerulean blue is a big deal. Anyways, they kind of do this little monologue thing or whatever. They basically do like little lines from the movie that Meryl Streep has said to them. Like she asks, no, what did she say? She asked some question, and Hathaway's like, no, that wasn't a question, which is a line that Meryl Streep says. And then she's taking forever to open the envelope, and Emily Blunt's like, please move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me. Which, that's one of my favorite lines ever. I just love, because slow people just drive me nuts. It just when people do things so slow, you guys, it bothers me so bad. That's probably my biggest pet peeve, is when people are just slow. And maybe I just need to slow down, but let's just get things done. Let's get going, you know? Just people who walk slow and people who just like, I don't know, everything they do is just literally at a glacial pace. That drives me insane. Anyway, they were announcing the best male actor. Should we see Billie Eilish signed, what's her name's head? Why did I forget her name? Melissa McCarthy. Melissa McCarthy loves Billie Eilish, you guys. And so I guess at one point of the show they were presenting an award together, and she's like, Billie, sign my head. So she literally signed her forehead. Okay, so Lifetime Achievement Award. First of all, it's on Netflix. That's an interesting place to show this. Maybe that had something to do with the strike or whatever. But I've never seen an award show be specifically on a streaming platform. Barbara Streisand won the Lifetime Achievement Award. Um, let's see, cast in a motion picture was Oppenheimer. Uh, let's see, I don't know. I feel like that was a good cast, but Barbie. Let's just please let Barbie win everything. Best ensemble drama series was Succession. Male actor in a drama series was Pedro Pascal for Last of Us. I never saw that. Someone tell me if it's too scary. I don't know if it is or not. Stunt ensemble was The Last of Us. Male actor in a leading role was Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer. Ensemble in a comedy series was The Bear. Apparently that show's really, really good, so we need to watch it. Abbott Elementary was nominated. That show was so funny, you guys. I still haven't seen Ted Lasso. I know. Only Murders in the Building. I love that show. Female actor in a leading role, Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon. This is a tough category, you guys. This like a tough year just in general for any award show, honestly. Male actor in a comedy series was Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. Male actor in a miniseries was Beef, Stephen Ewan. Let's see, female actor in a drama series, Elizabeth Debicki. She was The Crown, and in my opinion, she looks just like Princess Diana. She literally looks so much like her. Jennifer Aniston was nominated too. She does really good in the morning show. I was watching that the other day. I started watching it again. I still haven't seen half the second season or the new season, but trust me, I like the show. I know it sounds like I don't, but I really do. Male actor in a supporting role is Robert Downey Jr., and he did like a whole spiel to his wife. Like basically gave it like a speech to his wife, which is really sweet. Female actor in a supporting role was Davine Joy Randolph. She was in The Holdovers. On the plane, there were so many people watching that movie, and I'm like, do I watch that movie or do I watch something else? So obviously I watched Kris Jenner's Masterclass, but female actor in a miniseries was Ali Wong in Beef. Female actor in comedy series How do you say her name? Ayo Edebiri. She was on SNL a couple weeks ago. She did a good job. It was actually really funny. Yeah, there it is, you guys. There's all the winners. I think that's the last. Is that the last one? Do we have the Oscars already? Sorry, my mind just went blank. 2020. I don't think we've had the Oscars, you guys. I think that's next week. Oscars. Yeah, no, it's not next week. It's Sunday, March 10th. Wow, these have been pushed back a lot, I swear. So stay tuned for that. That'll be exciting. But yeah, I think that might be it, you guys, for me today. 48 minutes. I think that's pretty good to get you through. Also, I know it's late for you guys in Utah, my main support group. So sorry it's late, but here you go. And sorry it's echoey. Sorry for these freaking birds. And I'm going to pause right now so I can plug back in the fridge before I forget. Could you imagine I leave all day and leave the fridge unplugged? But yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Obviously talking about Dune Part 2 and maybe the rest of my trip. And hopefully I'll have finished this book that I've been trying to read for a year. And I guess I shouldn't say I've been trying to read it. I just haven't even started it. So I have started it now, so I've gotten farther than I have, previously. So baby steps. Anyway, hope you guys have a great week. I'm going to go hike some waterfalls. So mahalo.